This video is going to go over creating a new reservation internally in Firefly. So as a customer of Firefly, you probably have your online reservation portal set up. This would be a scenario where someone calls in, someone sends you an email, or maybe you have walk-ins of someone where your clerk or your operators need to make the reservation for that customer. There are two different ways that you can access this new reservation option. So the first is by clicking this button right up here, and then the second is by clicking reservations, and then clicking on new reservation. Either way will get you to this form, and this is going to be customized. This is going to be, applicable to your park. So we're looking at my test park here. Maybe you say short-term and long-term. I say standard and ongoing. That's the beauty of Firefly. Every system is built to be completely customizable in what your needs are. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through the steps of actually creating the reservation, but then just with the disclaimer that it might look a little bit different for your park and the scenarios that when your park was initially getting onboarded and setting up, it might be a little bit different. So first thing to highlight is the reservation standard or ongoing, short-term or long-term. I'm going to go ahead and create a standard reservation, meaning it has a start date and an end date. In Firefly, ongoing reservations or long-term means they do not have an end date. There's lots of benefits to this. They create recurring charges for you. It's going to block out that unit forever until you give it an end date, but we're going to go ahead and book like a weekend or a week camp trip. So we'll have our arrival and departure. I'm going to go ahead and book for a Monday through a Friday. Maybe I'm camping or working for the week remotely. I have one kid with me, a dog, and I'm going to go to an RV site. Here you can choose the unit class. I only have one class listed at the moment, but your park might split up your units more than this. It is beneficial to have unit classes. Helps with reporting, helps with narrowing down information throughout the rest of the system. I'm not going to add a rate qualifier, but there's different examples here. Good Sam is another common example that I hear, or senior citizens. Maybe you have a work trade, there's a promo happening. You could use that rate qualifier. And then this is to help you narrow down which unit's best for the guests. So maybe they need to be near the bathrooms, or they're looking for something shaded. They want a waterfront view. Any amenities that you have set up for your park, you can help narrow down this search. So I'm going to go ahead and click search here, and it's going to show me everything in my park that's available. One thing that I want to note is that you can override things. So as the park operators and clerks, you have this option when you're booking the reservation. Maybe you know that there's an occupancy rule, but they have one extra kid and you already told them it's going to be a tight fit. Here's our policies, but of course we can book you for it. Or maybe their RV is 1 year past the age limit and you want to go ahead and allow them to stay. You're more than welcome to override these as you need, since you guys can make those decisions. So over here, I'm going to book one that is open. I have a cabin. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It gives me those rates. It also shows all the other parks that are not available, and it gives you a reason why. So that's sometimes helpful for you if you're looking for a specific unit and it's not showing up there. As we scroll down here, just a glimpse of what we're looking at. We have the reservation fee here, the unit fee here, the reservation fee here. If you had multiple units, it's going to give you a breakdown of those as well. And then we have the subtotal. I don't have taxes set up at my park. You might, depending on your state or county. And then the total and the total due today. So I have 100% of my reservation of the cost set to be collected up front. Maybe you have 1 day. Maybe you have 10%. It's going to give you that total and that breakdown. And then here we can select a guest. I think I'm going to select a returning guest of mine. Let's give Marty McFly his new camp spot. If it was a new guest, you can go ahead and add their information here, and then returning guest is the default, and you can search. You can type in their name, but then I didn't know who I had in my park, so that's why I hit that A there. And then down here, we're looking at add-ons. I recommend every park has add-ons. Guests are already planning to spend money with you, so it's just a great way to have these here. And so maybe they wanted to go ahead and have firewood. I'm going to add this to Marty McFly's reservation. And then down here, you don't have to do any of this part, especially if it's like busy peak season and you're just trying to boom, 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 create reservations. But you can update the source, update how they found out about you, any other special instructions you need. You can choose to send that reservation confirmation to the guest or not. Maybe you're creating it, a few days later and you don't need to send it to them yet. You can choose to not send it. And then you can also choose, are you going to collect that payment now or not? So my fake card here, we'll go ahead and add. So nobody can try to scam me of my fake card. And then we'll go ahead and click create reservation. And in a moment, it's going to take us to that reservation page. So I'll do another video going over all of what is on this reservation and how to edit and make these changes. But that is how to create an internal reservation.